Inside the shadow of Geneva, underneath the Earth's floor lies a shock of human ingenuity and an expected harbinger of obliteration, the Monster Hadron Collider. It is a manual of intelligent assessment, allowing researchers to analyze the subatomic overall and inciting the revelation of the mysteries of the God molecule. A look back at this point. As of now, renowned physicist Brian Cox has recently made a chilling announcement that sent wonder waves throughout the theological neighborhood. Something focusing has been investigated at CERN, something that could have achieved extended ways beyond our understanding. Our primary objective for enlightening informational collection leads us on an effective course with calamity as we dive into the pit of this lucid conundrum. But sooner than we bob into the statement of information, what sizable molecule gas pedals the Huge Hadron Collider, LHC, worked by using CERN? It is a 17-mile ring of superconducting magnets and the field's most noteworthy and generally outrageous strong molecule smasher. It keeps an eye on the pinnacle of human reasonable accomplishment. The reality of the situation is strong to the point that it can rehash the actual states of the universe's creation to the world. Yet, should this structure be planned to open the insider estimations of the universe, it may very well lead to something clearly more noticeable and troubling. CERN, laid out in 1954, is one of the world's most noteworthy renowned evaluation relationships, shared with 23 segment states and a tremendous wide grouping of experts. It is a middle center for joint effort and improvement. The LHC is CERN's central undertaking, however, it's only one part of an enormous association of fuel pedals and spikes. Expect obviously, but not really for motors or ponies, this tune is for subatomic particles, and it's a race toward presence itself. The LHC speeds up protons to basically the speed of light, sending them on a miscap course that mirrors the energy of the universe at the hour of the epic blast. The impacts create temperatures 1 million times hotter than the focal point of the Sun. An enormous wide variety of magnets manual the protons on their visit, while dazzling cooling frameworks shield the magnets at temperatures chillier than space. These contain 1,232 dipole magnets, which win the shafts, and 392 quadrupole magnets, which obsession the bars only sooner than influence. One more conspicuous kind of magnet is utilized to press the particles close aggregately to expand the possibilities of effects. The errand of CERN is to influence, like finishing two needles 6 mil confined, with such precision that they meet. The precision required is astounding, the advancement is unmatched. The LHC's plan is a shock of arranging. It solidifies two close by same support point lines that misrepresentation stowed away 574 toes on a deeper level, preserved from the field's radiation. This underground overall, the entire edge framework is cooled to a temperature of 456 degrees Fahrenheit, chillier than the vacuum of space itself. This cool climate is essential for the superconducting magnets to ideally work. The support focuses in the LHC are made to crash at 4 districts across the gas pedal ring, appearing differently in relation to the areas of 4 molecule markers, Atlas, CMS, ALICE, and LHCb. Each fills an uncommon need in investigating unique bits of particle material science. Aggregately, they pass similarly epic cameras, getting depictions of those impacts. Experts then clear out through the junk, glancing through indications of the subtle Higgs boson, in any case suggested as the God molecule. An extraordinary whimsy sign to the universe's fundamental plan. It's like checking an inestimable jigsaw puzzle, one in which the parts are obscure and the image is problematic to grasp. By zeroing in on the microcosm, we gain bits of expertise into the universe. However, with every response comes another solicitation, and with each revelation, another check. The LHC isn't truly a canny instrument, it is an indication of human recreation, movement, and curiosity. It epitomizes our chosen venture for information and our yearning to sort out the fundamental forces that structure our universe. However, as we push the limits of what we understand, we ought to additionally remember the moral and existential solicitations that emerge. What are the dangers of examining the disregarded world? Should our undertaking for dominance unexpectedly open powers we have zero power over? Control within the sanctified corridors of CERN, in which the frontiers of human understanding are constantly pushed, a revelation has arisen that sends a chill down the spine of even the most coordinated scientists. Brian Cox, a previous scientist at CERN and a voice of expertise in the space of particle actual science, has recently made a declaration that has left the region both captivated and shocked. Cox's expressions reverb with a horrible conceivability. the target of CERN's Colossal Hadron Collider is to reproduce a little immense impact. Indeed, you heard that right, a more modest than expected kind of the very event that introduced forward our universe. The physicists similarly wound up causing to feel of the results of this goal, offering the LHC extraordinary capacity for making new openings. This integrates its limit to open the insider facts of the Higgs boson and the assessment of dark matter, a substance that makes up a central piece of the universe. Consider safeguarding the kind of appearance for your float close to the ability to call the certifiable substance of the universe. It is an enticing open door, nevertheless one loaded with danger. The more unobtrusive than anticipated Big Bang isn't without a question a theoretical thought, it is an incredible truth inside the LHC. The temperatures, the tensions, the rough energy all copy the states of the universe's underlying arrives. It is like looking back on the earliest significant length of recorded history, seeing the approaching of presence itself. However, with such strength comes genuine commitment, and the solicitation addresses the limit risk. Consider what is happening where something turns out gravely. Something went awry truly back in 1978 when the Russian physicist Anatoly Borsky encountered a disaster that could have redirected his methodologies of life. In 1978, Borsky began chipping away at the US synchrotron on the affiliation for high-energy actual science in Russia. A breakdown incited his head, by the way, entering the occasion strategy for a proton shaft. The support point with the power that conflicted with data went through his skull, entering the rear of his head and leaving through his nose. Borsky's experience changed into remarkable. He seen a streak more noticeable, striking than 1,000 youngsters, yet he had no issues. The marks of the help way left a method of decimation, ingesting tissue and bone. Yet, he stayed keen and for sure even strolled around the center for treatment. The outcome changed into both sickening and enchanting. The support focus's way set off confined tissue passing, inciting the shortfall of paying consideration to 1 ear and halfway facial shortfall of development. However, Borsky's scholarly potential remained in salvageable shape, and he gone on with his authentic business. This event isn't surely a personal setback but a cautionary tale that highlights the enormous energy and probable hazard of particle gas pedals. The risks of a particle gas pedal like the LHC are not to be played with, the limit for surprising responses, the authentic surface of truth being controlled. These are not the stuff of sci-fi but instead certified pressure voiced by including a couple in the educational nearby region. The universe's privileged insights are fundamental toys, as well as units of basic energy. Quite possibly one of the best horrible and pleasing anxieties associated with the LHC's tests is the plausibility of making a more modest than expected dim void. Dim openings are neighborhood individuals of spacetime in which gravity is so strong that not even light can escape. They are the endless vacuum cleaners, the devourers of stars, the mysterious parts that cover in the shadows of our universe. That the LHC could make this substance, even on a bit expansion, is a choice for the norm egalitarians and experts. The comparable should this dim opening develop fiercely, gulping the Earth from inside. However, experts at CERN have guaranteed that any dim void made would be small and vanish very quickly. The far-off bets have lit discussions, fears, and a vibe of wonder about the power we enlist, grasping how the LHC is fundamental. Should it make a dim opening, it needs to do with the essential mechanics of particle fuel pedals. While protons are crushed on the opening at for all intents and purposes the speed of light, the power is shocking to the variable that it turns the outer layer of spacetime itself. Think about a trampoline extended tight and then a colossal weight dropped onto it. The surface turns and bends, and it is significant to accept the store. If sufficient force is applied, it could create a horror so huge that anything nearby would be sucked into it. That is a sensible depiction for what could occur in the LHC. In the space of quantum actual science, in which the ideas of the universe are both odd and incredible, there exists a hypothesis that more critical elements are probably hidden away inside our reality. Assuming these parts exist, the LHC's influences could have to make use of them, making a gravitational line that creates a dim opening. This disappointing dance of flume has indeed even garnered the notification of some incredibly famous experts. Unequivocally, the late Stephen Hawking, in his book, cautioned of a circumstance wherein the Higgs boson should wind up being conflicting at extremely unreasonable energy levels. This dubiousness should likely cause an overwhelming vacuum, a grandiose occasion that wouldn't just crush the Earth but the whole universe itself. The noted English cosmologist and astrophysicist Sir Martin Rees granted his own side interests concerning the examinations driven at CERN in his computerized book on what's to come, Open Door for Mankind. He analyzed the potential risks related to atom